Okay, Michelle's gets that each week. We run it yearly, so we need to times by 52 weeks in a year, and we get 207,2074. Wayne's salary, so that's a year, we need it per fortnight, so we divide by 26 fortnights in a year, and we get 669.23, 2 decimal places. Toby earns 4,000 each month, we need it per week. Now, you cannot divide by 4. There are not 4 weeks in a month. So we need to make it into a year by times in by 12, and then into a week by dividing by 52. And we get 923.076, so therefore 08. Russell's earns 25,000 a year. He receives 12% increase. So what is the increase? Well, 12% of 25,000 gets us 3,000. What's his new income? Obviously, just add that to it. So we get 28,000. Billy's paid $1.10 for 12 pots an hour for 36 hours in a week. Therefore, he gets 475.2. Obviously, that is 0.20. Must put the 0. Peter has it. Okay. Per 100. How many 100 in 2,200? Obviously, 22. And he gets $3.20. So we get 70.4, so 70.40. Okay, 18.84 per hour to 35 hours is 18.84 times 35 plus 98 cents for 20 hours extra. And we get 679. Okay, 5% commission on sales, 5%, 0.05 of 65,000 in sales gets us 32.50. Now with that question, if it includes a retainer, then you add the retainer to that at the end of it. Now also they can answer that question backwards, so they give you the pay and you've got to work out the sales, then you just divide by the 5%. But you must take off if there's a retainer, you must take that off first and then divide by the 5%. Okay, 800,000 is made up of 300,000 at 2%, 450,000 at 3%, and anything remaining, which is 50,000. So we get 2% of that, 3% of that, and 4.5% of that. We add it all together and we get 21,750. Okay, 10. It's much easier to work out Alex per hour. We need to times by 38 for a 38-hour week, then times by 52 to get into per year, and he gets 32.2, obviously 20. Therefore, Alex earns more. Okay, 11. Okay, fill out the table. 5 hours from 10 is 3 p.m. 5:30 to 9 p.m. is 3.5 hours. When we total that up, it's 31.5 hours. Okay. On weekdays, which is to Thursday, it is $12 an hour, and we're working for 23.5 hours, so it is $2.82. On Saturday, it is $12 an hour, but at time and a half, which is 1.5 for 5 hours, which is $90. Total earnings, so we've got to include then Sunday, which is double time, so 12 is normal, times 2 double, and there are 3 hours. That gets us 72. Now when we add up all that together, 282, 90 and 72, we get $444. Okay, hourly rate of pay. Okay, normally we have to do the pay divided by the number of hours worked or the number of hours paid for. So normal is fine, but 4 hours time and a half we need to times by 1.5, which is time and a half, which is 6. So it's actually we get paid for 26 hours. So divide by 26 gets us 11.2, which is $11.20. Okay, Jordan's gross, or his initial, is $1,500. His net is all the deductions, so $1,500 take away all those gets us 06.70. Okay, Jordan's is paid an annual leave of 7.5% of 4 weeks gross pay, so it has nothing to do with Part A. So go back to the gross pay, but that is per week, so we need to times it by 4, and then 17.5%, and we get 1,050. Okay, Jordan's holiday pay includes the leave pay, the extra, plus the original pay, which is what he usually gets. So he gets $1,500 per week, so therefore he gets $6,000 in 4 weeks, plus the extra, which is $7,050. Okay, Jill's taxable income is $48,560, so that means any deductions are already taken out. So where is that in the bracket? It's between 37,000 and 80,000, so we need to write that in. 3,572 plus 32 cents, 0.325 times any dollar over 37,000. So we can either do it in the bracket or in our head, which is 11,560. Getting that in our calculator, 7,329 in tax. Okay, Medicare levy, 1.5% on taxable income. So go back to the original and we times by 1.5%, which is 728.40. Alright, 159 per week, obviously per year, times by 52. Okay, will Jill have a tax refund or tax debt? So Jill has paid this amount and needs to pay those two. So that's what she has paid, and we minus both the things that she must pay. And when we get that, we get $210 extra, so therefore it's a refund. Okay, what percentage of her taxable income is tax? So she paid $7,329 in tax. Her taxable income was $48,560. Times that by 100%, and it equals 15.092. We want it to one decimal place, so 15.1% in tax. Now, Tom used the tax table on the previous page to calculate his value of tax to be. So that is our answer. We need to know our question. So if we look back in the tax bracket, in 80 to 180,000, he must pay 17,547 tax plus any extra in that bracket. So this much is within that bracket. So it's between, his income must be between 80,001 to 180,000. Okay, now you can do guess and check to do part 2, or you can work backwards as an equation. So that bracket says 17,547 plus 37 cents in every dollar. We don't know how much she earns over 80,000, and that's got to equal how much tax she pays, or he pays. Okay, so first thing we need to get rid of is the tax at the start of the bracket. So we are going to subtract that to find out how much extra pay. So the extra pay that he needs to pay is $18.50. So it's going to be 37 times. Alright, and now we need to get rid of times by 0.37, so we divide by 0.37. We get $5,000. Now plus 80,000. So the $5,000 is the extra income in that bracket. So it's obviously more than 80,000. So therefore X is 85,000. That's just done by an equation.